work is never through. We making it 'cause we making moves. The only thing we know how to do. Said it's the only thing we know how to do. Work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard. We work hard, play hard, keep.
Lisa Gordon. Lisa's dress subject is crystals, focusing on shape, texture and their reflective qualities. She used the satin material as a base because of its shimmering qualities, which enhances the light reflecting crystals. To achieve the 3D effect, Lisa made paper pyramids, which she covered with more of the satin fabric, and in turn embellished the pyramids with a selection of crystals. The neck piece was achieved by firstly creating a necklace using the ancient Japanese art of origami, which originated in Japan in the 17th century.
Like it's your job. Work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard. We work hard, play hard, keep partying like it's your job.
Amy Kelly. Amy's inspiration for her design is space. The basis was designed on the many aspects of space, incorporating the structures of satellites and all the varying shapes and textures. Amy used a variety of materials to create these effects, including velvet, fabric and metals. To fashion the shoulder pads, Amy mixed glue and food colouring to create the appearance of planets. To create the panels on her skirt, Amy burned foil paper and different materials onto the velvet fabric to symbolise the panels on a satellite. Sophie Fulton. Sophie's creation is human anatomy. The foundation of this design is a bodice and tulip-shaped skirt. The tulip shape on the skirt is formed by inserting pleats at the waist. Sophie created the skirt and bodice from a marble effect material representing the human flesh. On the waistband, Sophie used stripped coaxial cable to create the effect of capillaries and intestines. For the train, she used a combination of chiffon and felt to create the effect of the body's blood vessels. Girl, stop it. Wanna just bang, bang and pop it. While the club crowd are just watching you work it out. Got a gang of cash and it's going all on the ball. Caitlin Brown. Caitlin's theme is at the movies, and her inspiration came from the golden age of cinema. Caitlin's hat is a bellboy-shaped hat. She added a red Petersham ribbon, and the hat was then completed with feathers supporting the twirls of film reel. The red fabric of the dress is to represent the opulent movie theatre curtains, with a black and white skirt underneath to represent the clapperboard. The Hollywood slides around the neck of Caitlin's dress were created using a laser tran image and enamel spray to attach them to an aluminum base. Hannah Tipping. The inspiration for Hannah's dress is pop art, which is an art movement that emerged in Britain in the mid-1950s. Pop art is usually very bright colours, and a leading figure in the visual art movement was, of course, Andy Warhol. To create the pencil skirt, Hannah used various coloured fabric to create a patchwork effect. The shoulder pads were created using a variety of different coloured felt, balls and pom-poms. Sarah Diamond. Sarah's design was inspired by brightly coloured birds and in particular the peacock. To create the bodice, Sarah made a corset using velvet. The skirt's volume was created by graduating layers of tulle using a variety of different tones to complement the colours inspired by the peacock feathers. To construct the peacock tail, Sarah used a large wicker fan representing the open tail, and to this she attached the peacock feathers.
Said it's the only thing we know how to do. Work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard. We work hard, play hard, keep partying like it's your job. Work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard. We work hard.
Melissa Smith. Melissa designed her dress based on the Statue of Liberty, and was inspired by the colours of the American flag. Using these colours, the draped bodice made of white cotton was sculpted to resemble the bodice of the Statue of Liberty. To get this effect, the material was formed in pleats. The top skirt is red satin with a blue lycra skirt underneath. To complete the outfit, a gold belt with felt spikes replicating the Statue of Liberty's headpiece.
Keep partying like it's your job.
Amy McCluskey. Amy's theme is nightmares, and she took her inspiration from Stephen King's It Clown. Amy made a bodice of red velvet which is mainly representing the clown's nose. The first sleeves represent the clown's frighteningly wide, grinning mouth. The skirt is made out of red tulle. Amy gathered the tulle into a band at the waist to represent the fullness of the clown's hair. Over the top of the skirt there is a belt made from felt to symbolise the clown's eyes, and the lace creates the teeth.
Some fresh to death looking plush. Ladies can't get enough.
Kaylee Murphy. Kaylee's dress was inspired by the forest floor, a combination of autumn colours and woodland textures. To create the bodice, Kaylee made a plain corset and then, during her art class, blended up a substance called paper pulp, which she then added onto the corset to give the feel of rough bark. The train of leaves were cut from various autumnal-coloured fabrics. The bubbles on her skirt were created using clear plastic moulds, which were attached and then painted slightly to represent a type of fungus demonstrated on the top board of her folio.
And all my people with my trust, holding down for my city. If they're asking you, I'm not guilty. Only thing that I'm guilty of is making you rock with me.
Elisa Kofi. Elisa has chosen the theme of Roald Dahl, focusing on two books in particular, The Twits and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Elisa appliqued the darker material onto the gold fabric of the skirt to represent the trees. The neckpiece is a hand and fingers made out of latex, representing a human side to the Twits. The shoulders were made using fur fabric to represent the beard of Mr. Twit. The velvet top depicts Charlie's signature purple coat, and the bodice has been laced up using hair extensions. Betty Valencia. Betty's theme is monochrome. Betty used newspapers as the influence for her skirt and a 3D effect chessboard image for her top. To achieve the stiff circular effect on her skirt, Betty used a millinery technique. Betty shaped her skirt using this system over an umbrella, then covered it in white cotton, and finally used a newsprint fabric to cover. Her top is made from white cotton with a lot of stiffening and tied with black rat's tails. Incorporating the monochrome theme and, of course, the replication of a chessboard, Betty sewed black squares onto the top. Samantha Mackay. Samantha took her inspiration from a range of common phobias and fears. To depict astrophobia, which is a fear of lightning, Samantha made a black semicircular skirt, and to represent the lightning flashes, she appliqued silver lame onto the skirt. To symbolise aquaphobia, which is a phobia of water, Samantha appliqued waves of blue velvet onto her bodice and created fish scales using a mixture of two fabrics, silver lame and blue velvet. The coloured bow on the back of Samantha's dress is to represent coultrophobia, which is a fear of clowns.
It's your turn to grab it, now make this whole thing yours. Work it out.
Alison Hughes. Alison has taken her inspiration from the City of London, with many of its famous landmarks, and in particular the Coldstream Guards at Buckingham Palace. Alison made a puffball skirt from faux fur to represent the bearskin helmet of the guards. The puffball effect is achieved by gathering the skirt both at the waist and the hem. Continuing in this theme, Alison created a military-style jacket made of vivid red fabric to replicate the guard's tunic. The jacket is lined with hints of black and punk effect London print fabric. The punk effect fabric represents one of many cultures of the city.
Said our hustler's work is never through. The only thing we know how to do. Said it's the only thing we know how to do.